Conservative life on Mars, because we are living in strange times right now. I mean, everything that's happening right now is crazy. Don't you get the feeling that the world is just falling apart? Steve Scalise, Representative Steve Scalise, has dropped out of the Speaker of the House job, which I think was the gentlemanly thing to do, the most professional thing to do, because we do not need another replay of what happened with McCarthy. I think McCarthy should have dropped out long time ago when he took 15 rounds. People just don't like you, or people just don't like your politics if it takes 15 rounds. So, not to go through that same embarrassment, and plus, again, I thought it was just a gentlemanly thing to do. The most professional thing for him to do was to drop out. Let's talk about why people are not liking him. What is it about his politics that the fellow Republicans are not liking? Uh, I know there's been some scuttlebutt about him having his health issues, fighting a blood cancer. That was of concern with me because if you are uh, getting chemotherapy and fighting cancer, how the heck are you going to run the House in these seriously trying times? I mean, look at Cabbage Head over in Pennsylvania, who I personally think really needs to get out of Congress and let the great people of Pennsylvania have a solid person to run them. And I certainly don't want that for the United States happening. Two, there was some scuttlebutt about how back in 2002 he spoke at a white supremacist group headed by David Duke. I can tell you I know a whole lot about David Duke because I'm from those areas. So I'm quite familiar with David Duke and his shenanigans and running for Senate and running for governor, etc., etc. I got all that. But no one seems to have any real context of what he talked about. Yes, there are some folks saying that, well, he talked about slush funds and some housing and urban development type of situations and so forth. But this could be said at any workshop or event or so forth. Was he directly saying things that really were mantra for white supremacists? No one seems to have a recollection, or there's no tape or anything of him speaking. So basically, to me, this is just a big brouhaha with a lot of folks that they don't want to support somebody that possibly coulda, woulda, shoulda done, might have something, sorta done. I mean, this is ridiculous. Right now in the American lexicon, we'll look at who our heroes are. Look who we are looking up to right now. We have a very famous man who runs around and has children by all these different women and pays child support, and your children are looking up to this guy like he is a role model. You have another young lady with a broke tooth who just had a baby for a guy that constantly keeps telling her that he doesn't want her. We are giving awards to women rappers that sing about their crotch and their sexual prowess and so forth. I can't say that other word real well right now. But yet, we're going to worry about something that happened over 15 years ago 20 years ago, that nobody has any kind of recollection or recall, but just to know that he showed his face there and left. I'm not trying to absolve anything, but let's get real about this. What are the real reasons that we're not liking Steve Scalise? And I just want the Republicans to try to find a suitable person to help run this country. Right now we got everybody cutting up in the Middle East. So we need some seriously strong leadership here. This is Conservative Life on Mars. Please tell me, what is the real reason why you think Steve Scalise did not get the numbers that he should have gotten to be the new House of Representatives leader?